This is our gold medal matchup.
All right, well, now we got Keegan Wright, the local boy, winner of run number 1 on the left. Well, they talk about him being the next big thing. I think he's not the next best thing. He is the big thing. Here we go.
They're off. Oh, Keegan has definitely looked like a bit of hesitation. I don't want to speak too soon because we've seen guys bring it back. Adrian is looking clean to those turns. We know he's going to be ahead. He's on the fast track. Man, Keegan needs to push here to get that back.
Look at it. Keegan's making up the time.
What has happened?
Keegan Wright made up the time. Keegan Wright, the local boy, wins the gold medal out here, the pump track challenge.
What a turn for events. He had that kind of in the bag. We've got to have a look back. Let's see if we can see what happened there on the front.
Keegan Wright is a 24-year-old mountain biker. He's known for his style, speed and energy, both on and off the bike. And he looks every bit like a natural athlete, but it hasn't always been this way. Keegan was born with talipes, a congenital development disorder of the feet and ankles that makes walking difficult or impossible. Less than ideal for pedaling a bicycle. This is the story of how Keegan defied the odds to become one of the world's fastest mountain bike racers.
When I was born, my foot was kind of slanted inwards and twisted backwards. So it's been a long process for me of operations over the years, but now that I'm fully grown, they don't reckon I'll need any more. But it's, yeah, it's an interesting thing, you know, like I was, by my parents especially, they never kind of held it on me as a kind of illness or a condition, like a, you know, like a disability or anything like that. They've always said that it's just a normal leg like any other one.
He'd had a few operations and the surgeon basically said, well, with his condition with his leg, other sports that were perhaps less impact on that sort of thing, and so the biking sort of was one of those sports, which that's where the BMX actually first came into the scene.
I met Keegan at BMX Worlds in 2013. My first impression of Keegan was that desire to win at a young age, how he could switch from being a go-go Energizer bunny to I'm taking you down. Kind of evolved through that Rotorua scene and into the New Zealand scene, and then that desire to want to travel and get overseas. I think it was through that period where he kind of stood out a lot more, and that's when we were talking with the global guys just to say, hey, this kid here has some potential.
Keegan Wright has already notched up a win this year in front of hometown crowd.
Like Crankworks Rotorua, when he stepped up, getting into the Da Vinci team and just smashed it out of the park, being that more overall well-rounded athlete, that was definitely a big stepping stone for him and propelled him into that global scene.
Wow, Keegan Wright does it.
Pretty much the first few years of mountain biking, I chose downhill over enduro. But as soon as enduro started building in New Zealand, I got an enduro bike, and me being my little hyperactive, little energetic self, it was just opened the doors for me to go and burst all my energy out on the trails all day. Yeah, I'm just set on just riding any sort of bike really, and trying to do my best at it and having fun with a massive smile on my face at the same time.
I'm back now, I'm back. Don't back down, I'll never back down. I'm back now, I'm back. Look at my crown, I never back down. I'm back now, I'm back. Always stand up, always stand proud. I'm back.
A lot of the stuff that I'm doing this year is kind of CrossFit more stuff. He gets a lot of use here. He's alright. Sort of just mixing in sort of like fitness and strength at the same time.
You can beat me, man, you dreaming. You ain't even. If your name is Steven, you can stay down, cause I'm leaving. Bye.
just sort of putting it all together to make yourself go fast on the bike.
Even when you lose, dog, you gotta kill that shit until the whole damn world feel that shit. Yeah.
It's always cool to rock up to the dual slalom course. Riding with your friends on that sort of track always turns into a bit of racing and banter. Yeah, it's just an awesome vibe.
I'm back now. I'm back. Don't back down. I'll never back down. I'm back now. I'm back. Look at my crown. I never back down. I'm back now. I'm back. Always stand up. Always stand proud. I'm back now. I'm back. Always stand up. I'll never back down. Yeah. Nothing's impossible.
Fuck, bro, I tried to do a tweak and just got spat off.
I'm back now. I'm back. Don't back down. I'll never back down. I'm back now. I'm back. Look at my crown. I never back down. I'm back now. I'm back. Always stand up. Always stand proud. I'm back now. I'm back. Always stand up. I'll never back down.
Yeah, over like me growing up with my condition, obviously it has its little setbacks and stuff like that, but you know, I dreamt of becoming a pro mountain biker or a pro bicycle athlete ever since I was a young kid, so it feels like just with a click of fingers you go from just riding your bike and just doing it for a hobby to going to a professional. Obviously there's a whole lot of hard work and a whole lot of dedication that went into getting to where I am. You know, you just stick to what you're doing and keep training hard and keep stoked.
He just needs to get some consistency going. If he can win some stages and get close to the pointy end of podium offshore would be amazing, and I think that will be his stepping stone to greatness.
I'd never accept someone telling me one of my children couldn't do something or weren't able to do something.